Well, hello and welcome one and all. It's a pleasure to have you with us. As you can see, we are all set. The game should be a truly entertaining one, whichever side of it you find yourself on. We have a grand mass of noise and colour, and the juices are flowing. And we have in front of us this gloriously imposing arena, absolutely perfect for a game of this nature. The action has already started. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was... He's had a shot!
Well, I think it's safe to assume, Peter, that Diego Forlan will pose this side's greatest threat, regardless of whatever position he plays.
Which is testament, of course, to the fact that he is just so good at adapting to any role he's given.
Yeah, centre-forward, out wide, number 10, he really does excel in all of those positions, so I can see him moving about freely, switching between all of them.
One way or another, he'll make his mark. Now it's Luis Suarez. Hullet. Rodri. De Bruyne. And here's Haaland. Now it's Mbappe. Van de Ven. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks.
He's had a hit! And it's a goal! The breakthrough strike!
Well, we could be a little critical of that defence then, but the timing was pretty much perfect.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. He's away! Luis Suarez. Suarez was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Hullet looks to get on the end of this. De Bruyne promptly onto that, and that is that. That is a great pick out. Now it's Hullet. Whistle's gone, that's foul. And the referee has shown him a yellow card.
Well, that's called taking one for your team, because a one-on-one situation was about to develop. This he really fancies, Peter. The second it was awarded, his brain went into overdrive.
He's shaping up to have a crack from here. Fallen!
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
And that has been knocked clear. He's going for goal! And he has kept it out somehow.
DePaul clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
This is their second corner of the game. Ball's gone out of play. Vieira. DePaul. Looking tidy in possession here. Hullet.
Victoria are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
That has not gone well. Gullit has created one goal already, and that could set him on his way. And no, that was never going to make it. De Bruyne. Haaland. And it's De Bruyne.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to...
Oh, what? And a header! Really well taken goal. And with that goal comes comfort.
That looks like a preconceived plan. Win the ball and then unleash.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
And the shot! It's a goal! Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Well, I think the keeper has every reason to rip into that defence for allowing him to get into such a good position.
Victoria get themselves back into contention.
Listen, goals change games, and that has changed the whole complexion of this one. They have the momentum now.
Now it's Mbappe. De Paul. And it's Forlan. Oh, good take in a good area. He's onside. Oh dear, less said about that pass the better. Time perhaps for one last twist before half-time. De Bruyne. Saliba. Nicely aimed pass. De Bruyne. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Now it's Forlan. No surprise at all that this is the guy who's had such a positive impact.
Well, having that sort of player in your side is reassuring because the rest of the team knows he can make his influence count at any stage. It's simply part of his package. When he really wants to, this fella scores.
Haaland. Alexander-Arnold.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
That was a good run. The defence looked beaten there. And the referee has brought play back and shown him a yellow card. Seedorf providing an outlet on that flank. Climbs up big! Oh, just couldn't turn it in.
Well, if you give him something to attack in the air, he's most likely to get there. It's what he does best.
Hernandez. Shifted upfield. And the whistle goes for half-time. Well, the two sides have made this a pretty decent game so far. Both have contributed on the score sheet. There is a balance wherever you look. Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides.
Well, we've had plenty to go at in that first half, Peter, and it's a fragile lead that could quite easily change hands in the second. If you like your football unpredictable, I think you're at the right match.
So we're just settling back into this second half.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
And here's Haaland.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
And that is expertly dealt with. And it's Gullit. Now it's De Paul. Now it's Luis Suarez. Hits one! And it's in! Another moment of magic. A real wow moment.
It's beautiful poise. I mean, most players in that position, I think, would probably fluff that, but not this fella.
So the lead now is 2.
Listen, it's up to them now how they think about it from here, because for me it's crying out for them to force the issue.
Odegaard. Rodri. And here's Haaland. He's in a good position here. Can he finish? And that is certainly not what he had in mind. Ruben Dias is there, and he can pick it up. Saliba kept his eye on it, and he's there. Floated through. And he's there to belt it away.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
And it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Now it's Forlan. Odegaard. And that is as far as they're going to go. Oh, nicely intercepted. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And here's Haaland. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Oh, super tackle. They were outnumbered and under the cosh. That had to be spot on, and it was.
De Bruyne, and it's Salah. Rodri. Now Ruben Dias. Looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Well, it is a game which in the grand scheme of things may not have too much riding on it, but it is equally clear and very visible that there is much pride around it. Chants are filling our ears, proud renditions of hymns and songs. It is the perfect soundtrack. Really is quite a sight to behold this. It feels like a big game, it looks like a big game, Mind you, they all do at this ground. The action has already started. Musiala! Oh, Musiala! And he has kept it out somehow.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Now it's Hullet. And that is expertly dealt with. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. Mbappe! He's keen, determined to have his say.
This is proving to be a very good spell. The intensity is great, but they've got to make it count.
Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, a player I've been looking at for quite a while now, Peter, is this guy, Bastoni. He's always impressed me with the way he's gone about his game. He's physically dominant, he's very intelligent in his reading of the game and his positioning, and he's also now very confident in his possession and what he can deliver up the pitch.
Yeah, I'm inclined to agree. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Rafael Leao now looking to orchestrate a counter. And here's Haaland. Oh, good ball. It's Salah! Goals! Victoria!
Dundee really were asking for trouble there by failing to cope with a formidable press.
Aos 16 minutos de jogo, o capitão, número 20.
Victoria have fired themselves in front.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition.
Big chance! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Ruben Dias can get it clear. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. It'll be a throw-in. Hernandez. Victoria are seeing a lot of the ball and have a 1-0 lead to show for it. Oh, no, that was never going to make it. That's a lovely, neat pass. That is a great pick out. He's in, surely!
He has saved the goalkeeper's blushes there. What great defending.
Now it's Haaland. Mbappe is alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Van de Ven. Hullet. Now there's a decent hit!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Oh, well played. Ødegaard did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Victoria looking to pass their way through. Mohamed Salah unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. There's the hit! It's in! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, that's something that'll make the manager proud, because they dug in deep then and they've got their leveller.
Simplicity itself.
Mbappe really can't believe his luck. He was allowed so much room when he should have been boxed in.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Yeah, it's a very good contest with two very good sides, and with such great individual talent on show, it could go either way.
And it's Hullet. Oh no, this does not look good. Hernandez. Mbappe. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Ødegaard. That has been slung wide. Ødegaard. Bastoni gets it away. Mbappe. Mbappe. Oh, that's neat. A real chance if he can get through. Chooses to go back. Mbappe! It's in! A truly super goal. What a spiky hit that was.
That was magnificent. The way he caught it so perfectly, I think he's even managed to surprise himself, Peter.
Dundee get themselves into the lead.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
He's played him through. Oh, look at the space here. Yeah. And the referee brings the first half to a close. So after a truly engaging first half, it remains right on edge. Things still very much in the mix in what is shaping up to be a super contest. 2-1 the score at the break, and every indication that both parties are capable of adding more. The midway point of the game.
Well, give me a moment to get my breath back. What a super half of football. Incident-packed, goals, comebacks, and the match being turned on its head. Which way it's going to go from here? It's a
shot at goal! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And now they can clear their lines. Rodri. Oh, super ball! That is a brilliant interception. And they've got rid. Dundee have the chance to go the other way. Back into the middle. Ødegaard. Rodri. Victoria do have a chance to counter here. Played back in. Saliba gets across to intercept that. Gullit. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it. Can he finish? Oh, taken with style. A 2-goal lead, and they're firmly in control.
Oh, that was such a smart exchange of passes, and it took so many defenders out of play in one quick movement. Wonderful goal.
Dundee take a 2-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
Well, everything is going to plan, Peter. A day for a regular managerial heartbeat, at least for one.
Gullit is wide and looking to get onto this. Shapes to shoot! Denied by an instinctive save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this lot. Without a doubt, it is the week's most eagerly awaited contest. A sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us, and we are glad to have you alongside us for it. And nobody... Chance! Oh, it's come loose, and he's following up! And we have our very first corner. In for a header! No, he didn't quite meet it right. Odegaard.
Peter, it's not often I'll focus on the influence of a goalkeeper, but Vitor Baia is an exception I'm happy to make. Consistently strong and one of Portugal's very best players, never mind just keepers.
Yeah, I very much doubt his nation has ever had anyone better in that position. Alexander-Arnold. And that interception was most necessary. Messi providing an outlet on that flank. It's their second corner of the game. Keeper's dealt with that. And it's Davis. Messi. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making...
And he's had a hit! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
That'll earn him a few high fives. Probably feels he could have been better protected, though.
Bayer Leverkusen have their third corner. Gets his head to it!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Kimmich. And now a sudden chance to counter.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
And that's put paid to a promising move. Adams. Vittoria, so far providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. Not the most accurate pass. And that is a little undercooked. Yamal. He could be in here. He's got away. And that's a superb pass. Look at the space here. He's got the shot away! Goal! Bayer Leverkusen! There is the breakthrough. That is a super smooth goal. Beautiful manoeuvring of the ball and splendid authority in the finish.
Speed of thought, speed of action. That's another really clever finish.
Bayer Leverkusen have fired themselves in front.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
Passes coming off in quick succession here. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him. He's been really sharp, that's a great interception. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Oh, that's fabulous. Mbappe. Mbappe! He scores! Hot knife through butter. They have done it again. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
No doubt as to who has the momentum here now. The only doubt is how many is coming.
That's been cut out, well played. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Can he finish? Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
So their fourth corner of the game. Vittoria have the chance to go the other way. Hernandez. Victoria ran themselves into the proverbial cul-de-sac there. Rodri. De Bruyne. Looking for the run. It's a mighty effort! Is it in? Yes, it's an own goal!
Well, that's really unfortunate. He'll be kicking himself at the moment, and believe me, I know how that feels.
Well, who saw that coming? It has certainly made things interesting.
Well, that's something you don't expect at a match like this, but I guess you have to take whatever way it comes, and very gratefully.
Now it's Mbappe.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
De Bruyne. Time perhaps for one last twist before half-time. That pass has been well intercepted. Davis. Here's Matheus Cunha. Davis looking to get on the end of this. Real chance! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
I think his face smacks of disbelief as opposed to disappointment. He thought he was about to score.
And he gets rid in a hurry. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. And now they can spring out of defence. Mbappe. Yamal. Mbappe is herring after that one.
Added time.
Ødegaard. Back into the middle. Yamal. Now it's Matheus Cunha. Davis. In with the challenge. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Matheus Cunha. Now it's Mbappe. And the half-time whistle goes. So half-time, no shortage of action and talking points at both ends of the field. 3 goals to light up the crowd, and a fair reflection of the territorial state of play, with the half-time scoreline 2-1. Neither side holding back here. It has been quite a half, this.
Well, it's still anyone's game, as both sides have shown they have goals in them. As for the next one, should it arrive, that may have a bigger bearing as to who emerges victorious.
And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half.
It's not easy being down in situations like this. I know it's an overused term, but you really have to play with courage. Be brave, and let's see where it gets you. You might just get lucky because of it.
Saliba. Rodri. Now that looks a decent ball. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey.
He's got full. And oh, he's got that completely wrong. Rodri. So can they find a way to turn round this deficit? Oh, perfectly measured that. He's picked his big chance! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Messi actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
The corner count is rising. That's 6. Ruben Dias with the clearance. Kimmich. And that is one way to get his defending done. It's a lucky 7th corner. De Bruyne getting this one clear. Now it's Messi. In by Messi.
He rises!
Oh, he has stuck it into his own net!
I've been there myself, and that's the last thing he wanted to happen. I really sympathise.
Well, it is one of those days in football that rarely disappoints, the intertwining plots and subplots which mess with our heads. One of the most dreaded days, of course, the fight against relegation, and it all rests on the outcome of 90 minutes of football, to which we are all about to bear witness. Such scenes here, a sea of team colours, songs ringing down from the stands. The tone is set for the 90 minutes ahead. The action has already started. Vitoria come into this game needing something. To fall short here would impact horribly on their future, immediate and beyond. Lam promptly onto that, and that is that. Inter Milan do have a chance to counter here. Oh, good ball. And that's gone loose. And there's his chance to lead the counter. And here's Mohamed Salah. De Bruyne.
There's no doubt that this fella's contribution will be highly important. It's the one and only Philipp Lahm.
And what do you consider his greatest quality, Jim?
Well, it's hard to name just one because he's such an outstanding player on so many fronts, but I'd say his tactical nous, a man who can single-handedly turn defence into attack, and he's capable of playing anywhere on either flank. And when you add in the vision and creativity of a central playmaker, there's nobody else like.
Got it! Now, and the keeper couldn't hold it. Goal! Inter! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, that's not the best attempt by the keeper, and he's just paid the ultimate price, hasn't he?
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Chance here to counter. Ødegaard. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Quarter of an hour played. Now looking to orchestrate a counter, and that could set him on his way. He has found the way through. Terrific header! And oh, he's got that completely wrong.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Mbappe. Now it's Haaland. De Bruyne. Here's Rodri. Saliba. Ødegaard. Here's Rodri. Ødegaard. Now Ruben Dias. Victoria are behind here, despite their domination of possession. It's a good spell of possession, this. He's in plenty of space here. De Bruyne showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Now, who's going to be first to this?
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
De Bruyne. Great defending, strong and determined. Now it's Gnabry. Oh, he's defended very well against those tricky feet.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase, and of course those...
Has a go! Oh, taken with style! Two to the good! They have breathing space!
Well, his movement is all based on fine margins, and the timing of his run then was ideal.
Victoria take up their starting position ahead of what will be another manic dash towards the finish line. A finish line beyond which lies pastures substantially greener, substantially more fertile, substantially more lucrative. They really do want to get off to a flyer here. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
He made it look a bit predictable.
That's an excellent interception. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey.
Well, here's your hero, goal scorer, match winner, saviour, all in one. Lionel Messi is indeed one of a kind, and history shows that he is all of those things and so much more.
Yeah, and we can testify to that, having covered quite a few of those games where he showed the very best qualities.
Time after time, it is a tale of the extraordinary, and we've come to expect the extraordinary from him.
We have.
And there's his chance to lead the counter. De Bruyne. Haaland. De Bruyne. Decent hit!
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Alexander-Arnold goes short. Barcelona are looking to go forward now. Oh, perfectly measured that. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Yeah, the idea was right. The delivery wasn't. They can revisit that further on.
And here's Haaland. Ødegaard. Passes short and sharp. Tries a shot! Denied by an instinctive save.
Mohamed Salah really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Corner number 2 then. A spectacular effort! Oh, that was extravagant by any standard.
Oh, that's fantastic improvisation he showed there. Adjusted himself very quickly, but it's rare that they come off.
Yamal providing an outlet on that flank. Alexander-Arnold with a fine tackle. And here's Dembele. Yeah, he's fouled him there. Not much doubt about who's going to take this one.
Well, this is his opportunity to make the stage his own here.
Oh, brilliant stop from Courtois! That's a fine save.
Well, I thought his starting position was good, and that helped the keeper to judge the flight of the ball and deal with it well.
He's having a go! Oh, it's come loose. Victoria have the chance to go the other way. Mohamed Salah has a look inside the box. De Bruyne. Brilliantly cut out. Ødegaard. Can he finish? Just too much, fractions.
Oh, and it's such a good effort, and maybe the target really should have been hit.
And smartly reclaimed. De Bruyne. Ødegaard. Great chance! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
Well, there are a few pockets of space that are being exploited, and they need filling, and fast.
Rodri. And it's De Bruyne. Looks to go up and over. And he's straight offside. De Bruyne. Alexander-Arnold. Now Saliba. Ruben Dias. Hernandez. Now it's Mbappe. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Encourage the pass with an intelligent run.
Chance to finish. Racing over the bar.
Barcelona certainly look a very capable counter-attacking team. They're direct, they're quick, and to be honest, they're full of belief that it'll pay off.
Haaland. Nice sequence of passes, this. Koundé kept his eye on it, and he's there. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
He's in a good position here. De Bruyne. Now it's Haaland.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Engages and forces him off the ball. Always onto this. Mbappe. He has found the way through. Mbappe! Oh, it's a foul there right on the edge of the box. And the referee has given a free kick just outside the box. Jordi Alba has got the wrong side of the referee and got himself a yellow card for his troubles.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score, and obviously he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
Half-time nearly with us. They will be desperate not to concede here. And the potential here for the... He's gone for goal! Denied by a great piece of goalkeeping.
Absolutely terrific reflexes, goalkeeping at its very best.
Alexander-Arnold plays it short. Has a goal! He's going to be disappointed with that. And the first 45 minutes are up. Truth be told, perhaps it's not the game that many anticipated, but there is lots to be seen in it, lots to be taken from it. Plenty for the key figures to mull over, but it remains goalless. So there was the first half.
What an end to the half, Peter. A lot of the best action of the half coming at the very end, and I get the feeling the second half may well start in similar fashion, as we'd love to see this momentum maintained, so I'm looking forward to what's to come.
Still waiting for this to take off. It's goalless at half-time. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Victoria clearly have been the better side here, so if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
Dembele. Oh, nicely intercepted. And it's De Bruyne. Messi. Haaland. Ødegaard. That is ended up in no man's land. Messi. Ruben Dias calmly anticipates.
Victoria have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
De Bruyne. Rodri. Ødegaard. Ødegaard going face-to-face with his great rival. There's a sharp little ball here. De Bruyne. Now it's Messi. Haaland. Alexander-Arnold. And it's De Bruyne. Great ball if he can get there. Mbappe! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Well, they continue each to cancel the other out. Hernandez kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Haaland! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
So their fourth quarter of the game. Not quite sure who got the final touch, but it will be another corner.
Look, a little variation can't hurt here because they've got no previous.
Mohamed Salah! And he's following up! This time, surely! They've done it! There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Victoria are in front now, the game's only goal.
Look, you can't deny that it's a blow, but this game is far from unsalvageable. That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Bellingham! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
Really was just waiting to pounce on any slip-up, and he was gifted a chance.
Hernandez, pass somewhat off target. Messi.
Well, this is exactly the approach they have to take now, Peter.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Mohamed Salah unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. And he's running through. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Now it's Mbappe. And the shot! And that would have been game, set and match.
Yeah, he knew only too well that to concede then would have been tough to recover from. That could prove a big moment in this game.
The corner count is rising. That's 6. Oh, important interception.
There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they?
Alexander-Arnold. Messi looking to run onto it. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Bellingham did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. And it's Son Heung-min.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
One-0 as we head towards the end. Ødegaard, De Bruyne.
Yeah, it's safe to say that they just need to manage this to secure the win now.
Played back in. Now the finish! And that is certainly not what he had in mind. Very much into the last knockings. Ødegaard. De Bruyne. Little pass back.
They're really getting no time to think on the ball here.
And that's another good win of the ball. Victoria clearly now in lead preservation mode. De Bruyne. Into a minimum of 4 minutes additional time. Now it's Haaland. That has been slung wide. And it's Son Heung-min. Gets his pass away. Can he latch on to this? And the shot! And the ball's come loose here. So that's it. It is all over. Well, that was tense. Boy, that was tense. The two sides separated by the game's only goal. Rodri claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument. What are your thoughts on today's game? Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this lot. Without a doubt, it is the week's most eagerly awaited contest. A sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us. And we are glad to have you alongside us for it. And expectations are rising, and decibel levels are rising. The noise is quite something. You can feel what football means to the people in this part of the world. The action has already started.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
And that could set him on his way. Mbappe unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. De Bruyne.
Modern football is full of power, pace and physicality, but there's a player out there who's managed to avoid the helter-skelter and play a game of purity.
The peerless Pirlo.
Yeah, he coined the phrase regista, and he rules.
That has not gone well. And the pass is intercepted.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
De Bruyne. Victoria controlling the possession in this early phase. Odegaard, brilliantly cut out. Pirlo. Messi. Passing is crisp and sharp. He has found the way through. Mbappe! Oh, no shortage of confidence there.
Mbappe can really show some outlandish skills, which is always welcome and obviously refreshing.
And we have our very first corner. And it's been taken short. Victoria have the chance to go the other way. Well, that's well seen too. Oh, and he's through the middle. Van Basten gets flagged offside. Rodri. Victoria still without a single shot on target. Now Saliba. Alexander-Arnold. And it's De Bruyne. And here's Haaland. Mbappe. Gerrard.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. And here's Mbappe. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And here's Mbappe. He's found a way through. Oh, he's been caught napping. No foul, says the referee. Rodri, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
Salah. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning. So good from him. I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
Roberto Carlos. Saliba. Ruben Dias. Odegaard. Odegaard. Victoria finding their passes. Tries a shot! Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Interesting ball. He's cut it out. Hernandez. Mbappe. Odegaard. Mohamed Salah. A lot of space ahead of him. Not the most accurate pass. Now it's Mbappe. Oh dear, less said about that pass the better. And anyone who's joined us late, I can confirm that in terms of goals, at least you've missed nothing.
Oh, that's such a good run. More of that, please.
Well, that's cause for mild irritation. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Saliba. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Oh, that just required a bit more oomph to reach its target.
Oh, good-looking ball.
Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
He's in here! And the shot! A really close shave, and the last action of the first half. Well, it has been a half largely of could-haves and should-haves. Perhaps the more impatient amongst the supporters will feel they're overdue a goal, but it's certainly not for the want of trying, so nothing to show as yet. At the break, it's 0-0. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
It's been a pretty abject performance. No efforts at goal. I'm struggling to remember the last time we had that.
Interesting half, just missing goals, so don't be surprised if the second half brings a change to the scoreline at the break, 0-0. And the game has already resumed here.
Well, both sides are eager to get going. Here's hoping that it's a good sign. Things are about to change. We need a little more life in this. Lazio have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
Mbappe will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Oh, what a mistake! Mohamed Salah. De Bruyne. Odegaard. Up towards the hour mark and still no goals. Real chance here. Quality ball. Cafu. Gerrard. And now the breakaway. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Odegaard. Now it's De Bruyne. That's a shade optimistic. So what can they make of this? Cafu. Played into space out wide. He's shifting through the gears here. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Oh, super ball. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. That's a super give and go. Passing nice and neat. Good read, needed to be. Very little to report from an attacking perspective. Jim, it's a cagey old game. There's the hit! Hernandez. De Bruyne. Now it's Haaland. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped. Variety is the spice of footballing life.
Mbappe! An attempt which, in hindsight, was probably just beyond him. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Nesta. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Haaland. De Bruyne.
this is what good chemistry is all about.
Gets his pass away.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Deftly done. Alexander-Arnold. He's in plenty of space here. Ødegaard. He's chosen to go back.
Just too much pressure. Had to go that way.
Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Out of play for a throw.
Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for one last fling.
Nice ball, and he might be in here. That's a sharp pass. Gerrard. And it's lofted through here. Oh, delight. And Messi! Ødegaard. And that is that. So we finish as we started. Try as they might, neither was able to break through. So what do you take away? Well, there's no doubt that this is a game which holds a special place in the minds of the footballing folk in this part of the world. Expectations rising, evidently the crowd hoping to be treated to a special contest. It is the perfect backdrop for the players to walk out to. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. We're talking a genuinely stylish player here in Frank Rijkaard. You're not arguing with that, Jim, are you?
No, I've got to totally agree with every word you just said. As holding midfielders go, he is one of the very best.
Can he finish? And it's a goal!
Can you think of a better way to have started this game? Talk about how to stamp your authority on things. You've just seen it.
He has given that the lot. Bang!
Oh, the contact was fantastic, right on the bootlaces, and it packed a lot of venom for what was a really potent strike.
China are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Spread it left. And that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Mbappe! It's run loose here. Oh, what has happened here? Rodri. So just the one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. And it's De Bruyne. Shot a goal! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Turns and goes, tries a shot! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Corner number 2 then. Shevchenko attempts a clearance. Ødegaard going face-to-face with his great rival. There's the hit! And that has been clubbed away. He's in plenty of space here. Mbappe! Rodri. Good spot, he's seen the run. Oh, he's found support out wide. Ødegaard. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. Now it's Ødegaard. Oh no, what has happened here? It'll be a throw-in. And he was quick to react. Oh, this looks sharp. Victoria are very much in charge here, dominating possession and a goal to the good. De Bruyne. Haaland. Haaland touches it back.
Really got in his face there, and it was well played.
Strokes it back. Mbappe. Now it's Mbappe. De Bruyne. Big chance! And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Del Piero. And it's Del Piero. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Now it's Haaland. Guardiola. Oh, easy pickings there. And here's Mbappe. Has a shot! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Oh, this is a great position. And here's Haaland. And the shot! Now, who's going to be first to this? That's a half-decent try. Corner number 3 coming up. They've played it short. Goes to finish! China have the chance to go the other way.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
He's got away. Oh, shooting chance! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Well, the most exciting sight on a football pitch. He had too much trickery for that defence. Brilliant.
Hernandez. One 0 here just before the break, and it looks as though it's going to stay that way for now. Ruben Dias. Here's Rodri. Ruben Dias. He's through here. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Chance here to counter. Cannavaro. Now it's Del Piero. Mbappe providing an outlet on that flank. The fullback is in acres of space here. There's a beautiful simplicity about this It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Well, it really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Ødegaard gets rid without sophistication.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Oh, important interception. Ødegaard. Haaland. Now Ødegaard. Mbappe in acres of space out wide. Nice interception, well timed. And we've reached half-time. So there we are, half-time. Both teams head into their respective dressing room, and while there was a genuine flow about the game, most importantly, there has been just one telling moment. It is still very tight here. The game still up for grabs. And the half-time score, 1-0.
There's plenty of positives to take despite the lead being so small, Peter. I think playing well, good energy. A little more composure up front, perhaps. That's not too much to ask.
Victoria come off having scored the only goal of the game so far. It's been tight, it's been exciting, and there is certainly plenty for us to chew on during the break. That gets things going for the second half. Victoria carrying a one-goal lead. And he's away. And the shot! It's in! A two-goal cushion, and it's looking safe.
Well, we've seen the hunger to win it back and the focus to make it count. A very tasty combination.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, now's the time you could afford...
Oh, that is asking for trouble. Big chance! He's got a goal! And it has to be said, an absolute gift. China get themselves back into contention.
Well, I think they probably needed an early goal in this half just to give them the confidence and belief to push on and look for an equaliser.
Out for a throw. That's a good run down the left.
That pressing is so good, it's nice and early.
Looking for the run. And it's the goalkeeper's to claim. Ødegaard gets his pass away. Mbappe, look at the space here.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Mbappe proves just a little bit too strong. Ødegaard looking to penetrate opposition lines. And he's managed to get free. Ødegaard. Mbappe. He's shifting through the gears here. Now the finish! It's loose now and they want to get it back. And here's Haaland. Oh, good ball. And the finish! No mistake!
Well, when the game's played like that, it's made to look very simple. You know, I love watching football like this. Easy, effective, 1-2 and bang. Thanks very much.
Aos 60 minutos de jogo, com a camisola número 7.
Victoria will 2 up and into a position of real strength.
Well, everything is going to plan, Peter. A day for a regular managerial heartbeat, at least for one.
Mbappe. Nicely weighted ball. He can get that clear. Roberto Carlos. And he's cut it out. Guardiola. Shevchenko. That looks a cracking ball. He's beaten the last man. And Shevchenko! Oh, that's a fine interception. And it's been given away. Pressing high and with purpose. Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick. Hernandez. Saliba. Alexander-Arnold. Odegaard. No, he wasn't going to let him past. Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. And he is going into that little black book.
Yeah, he may feign to shoot and just play it into the box.
Oh, the ball's run loose here. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Engages and forces him off the ball. De Bruyne. He's had it taken off him. Can he get it through? Well, no, that was never going to make it. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Victoria clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
That's a little off. Fires from distance. Oh, should have put that away.
Oh, it's so very disappointing, but they can't dwell on it. They've got to go again. Simple as.
Oh, smashing header! And no, he couldn't find the finish. Saliba. Oh, what a mistake! Oh, Ruben Diaz. Mbappe! They've scored! Late drama, late goal. This will be one frantic
ending.
An act of charity gratefully received. China give themselves a chance of a fairy tale finish.
Well, the mindset has changed. Now they need to find all the courage they can get.
And it's Gullit. Now it's Mbappe. Looking for the runner. Well read. And the danger is averted. Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Victoria can finally smile now.